a senior correspondent on The Daily Show. He's been making people laugh for many years, and now he's about to do the same thing here in the Capital Region next week. So I'm joined live right now by Michael Kosta. Good morning, Michael. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me. This is exciting.
Now, Michael, you're a senior correspondent on The Daily Show. The show straddles somewhere between news and comedy. How would you define what you do?
Well, that's a tricky question, but we're actually in a beautiful sweet spot, because if I say something poignant and intelligent, then I'm happy to call myself a journalist. But if I say something offensive or incorrect, I call myself a comedian.
That's a nice little safety net you have there.
I have a safety, yeah. Not everybody has that, and we're very lucky that people tune in to watch comedy, and then when they tune out, they've actually learned something about current events in the world, which is wonderful.
Has this always been something you're interested in, politics, current events?
You know, humor was first. I'm the youngest of 4 kids. In my house, no one ever said, "I love you." You just teased. You made jokes. That's how you knew that you were accepted. So I approached all of this from comedy. What attracted me to The Daily Show as I got older, as I started to be more aware of the world and politics and diplomacy and borders and country, was we needed a way to digest this stuff in a simple, entertaining way. And The Daily Show just has done that for 26 years now, where people learn and they laugh. And that's such a wonderful, beautiful thing.
Now, also, you're known for these kind of man-on-the-street segments. As a reporter, those can be some of the most nerve-wracking moments. Are you ever scared about the backlash or bad reactions from people, especially live?
Yeah, you know, we get it. We definitely get it. I went to Washington, D.C. when the government shut down 3 or 4 years ago. I had a bunch of jokes and ideas, and I start talking to a woman, and she starts telling me about how her family can't afford medication for her children, and she starts crying, and I'm sitting there with like jokes in my hand, and I miscalculated what a serious, important event and topic this was, and it's difficult. It's very difficult. We also have excellent editors at The Daily Show, so that doesn't make it into the show. But live, talking to real people in the street, it's hard. It carries risk, but also when done correctly, it's really funny. It's really, you really understand what people are feeling and thinking. And I love doing that. It's hot. It's hot. You're always hot somehow. Doesn't matter what season. I'm always sweating in my suit, but I miss it. I hope the show comes back soon, and so we can do those types of segments.
Now, I have to mention that you've been on the desk a couple of times as well on The Daily Show. The Rolling Stone's recently reporting that Hassan Minhaj may be on that short list for the job. Are you also in the running right now, Michael?
I don't know if anybody's in the running. You know, I was going to be the next host of The Daily Show for a week, and then the writers and the actors, well, the writers striked. So I'm next in line to host for a week. I can tell you this. I've always wanted to host a late night show ever since I was 10 years old. My parents would never let me watch late night because I could never go to sleep afterwards. I was so excited. I just thought it was the coolest thing to make jokes written that day about that day's headlines and to make people laugh at night. I love that. I would love nothing more than to host The Daily Show. But man, there are some competent, funny, and wonderful people that are lined up as well.
Well, you're going to be making people laugh. I got to mention this here in the Capital Region next week. So on next Wednesday, you're going to be at June Farms. What can people expect there, Michael?
Well, that show, I will be the one and only, you know, my friend Aaron is opening for me, but you asked if I'm hosting The Daily Show. Well, June Farms is all Kosta, baby. Okay. And it's going to be intimate. I've never performed at a farm before. I might even be inside of a barn. And I think it's going to be really fun. I mean, not very often. I've performed all around the world. I performed in every state in this country. Not very often is it, hey, do you want to come perform at a farm? So yeah, I want to. And it's going to be really exciting. And it's nice to be working because I've been sitting in my apartment in Brooklyn waiting for the strike to end. And this is a wonderful way for me to go be funny again.
Awesome. Again, people can go on to June Farms next Wednesday. You can also grab tickets on the June Farms website anytime. Michael, really appreciate you joining us.
Thanks for having me. We'll see you guys next Wednesday, June Farms.